Hi guys. Well, today I'd like to talk a little bit about Hitman, and specifically the way in which it's been released. I don't know if any of you guys have noticed, but they're not releasing the full game on release date. What in effect they're doing is they're going to release an intro pack, which will cost you $11.59 on the Xbox or $11.99 on the PS4. And then, as time goes along, they'll be releasing add-ons or new maps and new levels, and then you can pay for them as they come out. Alternatively, you can pay up front. You can pay $44.99 on both consoles, and basically you're going to get all the content as it's released. But what do you get on the release date? Well, for the $44.99 on release date, you're getting precisely the same as you would get if you paid $11.59 or $11.99. But what's the problem with that? Well, the problem I have with that is that if you look at this, it looks very similar to the release model that's used for DLC, specifically season passes. You pay up front, you get a little bit of content, and then as time goes on, other content will be released. Now, I have a problem with that with season passes. But if you take this into a AAA game, I've got a real problem with it. Okay, some of you guys might not have a problem, but I think you should. Think about it for a moment. You're buying a game, you're spending 45 quid in effect on that game, and then you're having to play the intro and then wait around wondering when the next bit of content's coming. Okay, I don't know, I haven't checked, maybe they've got a release schedule for the content, but I don't think we should be encouraging this, and I'll tell you why. If you encourage this game, if you pay up front for this game, it will be just like the DLC model. It will just be like season passes. Once we started investing our money into season passes and giving them a wad of cash up front, season passes became more and more prevalent. And now we're in a situation where we're almost obliged to buy a season pass with the game, especially if it's an online game, in order to be able to, play that game. Because everyone else is going to be having that season pass. Everyone else will have that content. And you will be forced into having that content in order to be able to play those maps. Now, okay, it's a little bit different with Hitman because Hitman isn't an online game specifically. It does have a campaign mode. But think about it a moment. You buy this, you put down your $44.99, and then you sit around on your hands after you've played the intro pack. By the time the 9 months or a year's gone by that it gets to the end, are you really going to be playing this anymore? You'd have put down a big wad of cash for something that you're probably not going to be playing. It's a complete waste of time. And then it gets worse. If you look on Amazon, you will find, and I trust you're sitting down for this one, because if you're not now, you will be when I've told you this. You can get a collector's edition. Now the collector's edition contains merchandise and various other things within the box. But it's, get this, £109.99. £109.99. And what are you getting for that, apart from the merchandise? Well, you're getting exactly the same as the person who is paying $11.59 or $11.99 for the intro pack. Seriously, you're not getting any more than someone who's paying just over £10. And you're paying $109.99. Okay, yeah, I know you're getting a load of merchandise and a load of stuff you can stick on your shelves or whatever to collect dust. But do you really want to be paying £109, or nearly £110, for a game that you're not even getting on release day? You don't know what you're getting. Now think about this for a second. If you buy a game and that game is a load of old rubbish, you can take it back. Even digitally now, with the way things have changed recently, you can get a refund for that game. And so you should be able to get a refund for that game. But if you look at Hitman, by the time it's all come out and you've decided that it's a load of old rubbish, it's too late, isn't it? Time's gone, it's past. This stuff will be downloaded. You probably won't even look at it. Maybe I'm being cynical about the way gamers play games, but let's be honest, it's all shiny and on to the next one, and I'm just as bad as anyone else for that. So this is just a way of getting us to shell out a load of money up front for a game that we don't know what the quality's going to be. Now, IO Interactive, I don't know what's going on with them and why they've gone for this model. And I've got no doubts at all that they want to put out a decent game. I liked the previous Hitman game, and I've got no reason to think that this game's going to be a load of old rubbish. Quite the opposite, I think it'll probably be a good game. But I'm going to have to wait, nearly a year? Well, 9 months or so, in order to get the full game. And if I want the collector's edition, I'm going to have to shell out over £100 and I'm still going to have to wait. Or if I buy the normal edition and I'm paying up front, nearly £45. No, I'm sorry, just no. If we do this, if we give our money to this game, this will only encourage more developers to do the same. And I'm telling you now, it will come back and it will bite you on the ass. Because sooner or later, you will pay up front for a game, and the developer of that game, in the meantime, will go bust, and you will not see the final game. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be putting myself into a position where I'm buying half of something. Pay us 15 quid for a CD, you'll get the first song, and then we might release a few songs down the line. Or pay us 20 quid for a book. By the way, you're only getting the first chapter. No, this is not the way it should work. You buy a product, you pay your money, you get the product. Why are they not waiting until they finish the product? Are they actually still working on it? Is it taking them too long to get it out the door and they think, well, we can get our money up front and it can help us continue with development? If that's the case, then that's a worrying scenario. And like I say, I've got no doubt that this game will come out and we will see all of it. But sooner or later, we are going to see a game that will not come out. If we put our money into this and we get more and more games coming out in this way, eventually we will get bit on the backside. And I don't want to do that. And you guys might think I'm talking a load of old rubbish. You might think that, you might love season passes. Why you would, I don't know. But you might think, hey, I love season passes. Let's have games that come out in the same way. I can play the first bit of the game and then I can sit around for a month waiting for the next bit of the game. And if that's what you like, if that's what you want, then fine. Drop a message into the comments section and tell me why you think I'm wrong. And we can talk about it. As always, I'm quite happy to have a chat. And if you think I'm talking a load of old rubbish, that's great. But I personally think that anyone thinks this is a good idea that's not actually working for IO Interactive or any of the other game developers out there that might be looking at this. Any normal punter out there like me that's looking at this and thinking it's a good idea is a bit naive. Sorry, but that's the way I feel. And as I say, if you don't like it, come and tell me. And I will speak to you guys again soon. Bye.
It's done.